The biggest barrier between where you want to be and where you are is not your boss. It is not your circumstance, it's you. It's your mindset. For professionals like you who want to accelerate and become that executive and create the life that you dream of, it's your mindset that's the difference between where you are today and where you want to be in the future. I know this because I've been there myself. Starting my career, I honestly felt like an imposter. Okay, let me take you back for a moment. When I graduated high school, honestly, I was not, what can I say, that focused on my academics. I was very much into extracurricular activities. I barely got into university. I had a 70.2% average. And for those of you who were born in the 70s and went to university in the 90s, know that that was enough depending on your program. But what I learned very quickly was when I arrived at university in the late 90s, everybody around me, my peers and new colleagues, they were talking about the scholarships they'd achieved, the awards that they had won, and honestly, I felt like I did not belong. What I realized at that critical moment was that I needed to do something different. I needed to act different just to survive. That moment taught me something critical. I didn't actually need to be the most successful in the past. It was what I did moving forward. So I dedicated my energy and my focus to shifting the mindset that I did belong, that I just had not been trying, and I'm going to try moving forward. Now, there's one thing to say you're going to start trying, but if we use this example that I'm sharing with you of my story, when I was sitting in those first university classrooms and lecture rooms, honestly, I was out of my depth. I didn't know what was going on because I was so far behind. And I knew at that moment that I needed to work harder and work smarter and act differently. Okay, let's get to the real meat of what I want to share with you today, which are 3 unconventional mindset shifts that I want you to focus on and what helped me become a 3-time executive and be in the position I am today where I can choose what I want to do with my time, my energy, and my focus, which is honestly one of the greatest freedoms in the world, which is time freedom. So let's get right into it. Mindset shift number 1. You have to own your shortcomings. You are not perfect, and nobody else is either. So stop thinking that you need to be perfect or have everything figured out to get ahead. The key is owning it and understanding what your shortcomings are and making a plan of action to make progress toward improving them. Growth does not happen by waiting. It happens by deciding, and executives are decisive. If you are wallowing, you're contemplating, you're planning, you're probing, you're coming up with reasons why you can't or why you shouldn't, you are not ready to be an executive. Executives are decisive. They make decisions with imperfect information swiftly and decisively. So start doing that today. Okay, number 2 is critical. And I want you to listen very closely because honestly, I think that this one perhaps is the most important of the 3. And this is all about fighting back against confirmation bias. Now, what is confirmation bias? It is a heuristic that we as humans have to seek out information that supports an already held belief. Marketers use this very effectively. When we have a belief about a thing that we want, then guess what? We start to notice these things more often, and there are other ways to describe that phenomenon. But what happens is when you start to read the marketing pitch on that thing that you think you believe, you read it or you listen to it or you view it and you're thinking, yeah, that's exactly what I need. Boom, that's exactly what I need. It's like reading a horoscope, but I'm here to tell you the following. Executives fight back against confirmation bias. What you want to do is you want to look for evidence, information that contradicts your belief system, your opinion, your thinking in this particular time. And that is hard work. But can you look at the other side of the coin and find things that buck your conventional wisdom and dispute your beliefs? So you need to fight back against confirmation bias. Find information that contradicts your beliefs. When you do this, what will happen is you will start to open your mind and have that kind of more open mindset point of view, but you will then start to be able to receive new information in a different way. Okay, mindset shift number 3. You can start anything today. You do not have to wait for January 1st, beginning of the month, beginning of the quarter, end of the quarter, whatever it is. You don't have to wait to get started. You don't have to wait to make a change. And the reason why I want to say this to you is I want to share with you a thought experiment. Think about that moment in time, or perhaps you have several, where honestly your outlook on life or a particular situation completely changed. It could be a health scare personally. It could be a colleague getting fired at work. It could be anything. But what happens in that moment is that something changes and you have this realization of, I didn't think of that. Why didn't I approach it this way? Why has it taken this long for me to realize that thing? But it happens in a moment. So what I tell all of my executive coaching clients is the following. You have to picture yourself in the executive suite now. Go through this thought experiment with me once again, where you envision yourself 5 years from today or 3 years from today, whatever your time horizon might be. What does that look like? What are you doing? Where are you working? What type of environment are you in? When you can create that vision clearly, then what will happen is your mindset will change to be able to see opportunities that fit within that vision. Because the thing is, in our world, there's so many things that are coming at us that we don't see. So this is what I have to say to really close things out here, is that mindset matters. It matters in the way that you view yourself and you view yourself in the future. If you have that positive view, that very specific view, the likelihood of it happening is much greater because you will see opportunities. You will also take steps to course correct things that maybe you need to work on. And what will happen is you will be on that path to success to achieve your goals and become that executive. So mindset mastery isn't just about thinking positively and having that positive mindset. It's about owning your path, challenging your limits, and taking action. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Now, if this resonates with you and you want some help to become that executive, to shape your mindset, to build that future plan, to figure out what you need to do today to be where you want to be, book a call and let's have a chat. Maybe I can help you.